Depression is the best tool for self-discovery. Who are you whenever things are going wrong? Who are you whenever everything is piling up? Who are you whenever nothing makes sense and it's just hardship after hardship after hardship, and you are struggling to wake up, you're struggling to want to put on a kind smile, a kind face, and being the person that God calls you to be? That's whenever being that person, regardless of the shit that you're going through, that's whenever you're able to overcome being depressed. You're able to overcome being depressed and become the person and start making steps towards becoming the person that God has called you to be. That's when you're able to be more Christ-like. You're able to understand that having the mindset and the perspective and the outlook on life that, things could always be worse. You could always have no limbs. You could always have, you could be mentally disabled. You could have the inability to speak to people in the way that you're capable of doing. You could have the inability to, you would maybe not have a girlfriend, maybe not have a family, be an orphan, all these horrible things that could pile up against you. You're blessed regardless. You're blessed. There's nobody that has a horrible life in every single realm, every single aspect. There's no one who doesn't have the opportunity to turn their life into something positive. And if you're somebody watching this right now and you have the ability to click play and watch this video, I always talk about this. You're so blessed, and it's a luxury to be depressed. It's something that we all deal with. It's something that every single person watching this has dealt with at some point in one way or another in their life. It's something that I've dealt with multiple times. It's a very, very difficult and it's a very, very hard thing to get out of. It feels at times that it's impossible, and like everything that's piling up against you is happening for a reason, and it feels like God is against you in that moment of depression, and you just don't even want to fight for the beautiful things in life, and it's really hard. Like the devil has a way of putting these blinders on and these things that on your life that make it seem like you're not as blessed as you truly are. And if you can take this perspective to understand that everything happens for a reason, and you are in a moment or in a mode of your life to where you're about to discover who you are as a man or a woman, and are you the person that has the right mindset and the ability to take these things head on and try to turn these outcomes into something positive, and realize how blessed you are. And you would always, there's always a scenario where you would be thankful to be in the position that you're in. Take, for example, you're somebody who just broke their leg in half. At least you're not having to get your leg amputated. My girlfriend's walking up right now, so I'm going to try to wrap this up quickly. But there's always a moment or a mode or a point in your life where things could be much, much worse than they are. And if you can just flip your mindset into having it from a point of being thankful and have the perspective of being thankful for where you're at, it's a lot harder to be depressed whenever you understand how good you really have it, how good we all really have it. Just to be living in the times that we're living in today, like life was so different 100 years ago, and they would be blessed and they would be praying to have the opportunities that we have now. There was famine, there was death every day, there was racism, there was bigotry, there was just so much horrible things happening in the past. And life in that way alone, we have so much opportunity to be who we want to be in this. Sorry, this person almost backed up into my girlfriend. She's like zoning out over there. It's okay. We just have the opportunity today that everybody in the past would pray for, and that alone should be enough motivation to understand that I understand there's situational hardships, and there's billionaires who are depressed. There are poor people who are depressed. Everyone deals with depression, but it's how you deal with it who makes you into the man or woman that you are and what you're capable of doing. And if you want to step into this role that God has, He has given you this role of who you're meant to become. We all have this role of who we're meant to become, and I have this belief that if we're not pursuing who we're meant to be, we're going to be met with depression, and we're going to be met with the incapability to even move. We're going to feel stuck, and it's going to feel hard, and it's going to be difficult. And I'm sorry I'm having to cut this message short. I'm definitely going to talk about it again because I feel very strongly about it. But I hope you guys can just take this as some form of motivation to just start moving, put one foot in front of the other, and be thankful that you're not in a position where it could be worse. And stop having the mindset of what next is going to happen that's worse than what just happened, because when it rains, it pours. If you have the mindset and you have the ideology that it's only going to get worse, then it is only going to get worse. But if you say, hey, there's been a lot of shitty things that happened, my luck is right around the corner. I understand that I don't believe in luck. I believe in being blessed, but it's just an analogy that I'm trying to make right now. So end of the day, just understand that nothing is going to continuously happen unless you allow it to happen in your own mind, because everything is perspective. Depression is only a mental state. It's nothing to do with physically, because everybody deals with depression no matter how good or how bad their life is. Depression is only here, and that's why I say it's a walk that you can only go through by yourself, and it's the only thing that can truly reveal who you are as a person, as a man or a woman. So that's basically it. I wish I could talk about it more. I will in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching.